Hi everybody, welcome to County Connection. Today we have a good lineup of services and resources to talk about, and we are going to start things off by talking about SummitSource, which is an online clearinghouse for community organizations and resources. And with me here to talk about SummitSource is Deb Price from Summit County Youth and Family Services and Lee Zimmerman, Executive Director of the Summit Foundation. So can one of you start off by just giving kind of a broad overview of SummitSource?
Sure. SummitSource is a clearinghouse, like you said, of information, but it's specific information to Summit County itself. So if you go to SummitSource.org, that's where you'll find all of the information.
Okay.
And it's information, things like we have out there now information for youth activities for the summer. So if you don't know what is going on with your kiddos, what to do with your kiddos for the summer, what am I going to do with Johnny for week 3 of the summer? You might go to SummitSource.org and click on the very top left tab. It says Summer Youth Activities, and you will have about 35 organizations that you can choose from, such as 4-H, Dillon Yachting, and this is all for kids. This is all
Great.
youth information for the summer. And there's just, so that's the latest information that we put out there.
Okay.
But there's also other resources out there as well, and they would be things like mental health providers in the community, senior services in the community. And then there's also a very important tab at the top that's been out there for a while, and I don't think it's as utilized as it could be because people probably just don't know about it, which is why we're here. It's a volunteer tab. So if you're here in the community and you want to do some volunteering in the community, but you don't know where you want to do your volunteering, you only have X amount of hours, you don't know exactly where you want to be, well, just click on the volunteer tab and it'll show you a whole list of organizations, Summit Foundation being one of them, that you can volunteer for. And it breaks it down by how many hours a month or a week. So you can choose the organization based on the amount of time that you have available. So it's a great resource.
Right, so
And it's in
really a kind
Spanish,
of
too.
a one-stop shop in terms of
For Summit
those
County.
community organizations
Right.
and services, whether you're
Right.
looking to volunteer or
Right.
looking to access those
And
services.
community information, what's going on in the community. We'll have save the date stuff up there coming up very soon for Make a Difference Day.
Oh, great.
So that's going to be September 13th, which is a little earlier this year so that we don't get snowed on. That's what we're trying to do. So it seems like it always snows in October for Make a Difference Day. So we're going to have a big save the date on SummitSource.org so that people know that it's in September now, September 13th.
Okay, excellent.
Julie,
sure.
for information related to families and children, what we found about 8 or 9 years ago was that there was no real community resource directory.
Okay.
So SummitCares.org started as a resource directory for the community to do the things that Deb just talked about, and then we were able to enhance that website to do volunteers, summer activities, other things that families and youth might be interested in. So SummitSource is about 6 months old, but it's spun from SummitCares.org, and it's just an enhancement and revitalization of that program.
Okay, and so when you talk about the group who kind of identified this void out
Right.
there, who was that?
So the CARE Council, which stands for Community Accessing Resources Effectively, CARE, was appointed by the County Board of Commissioners as an advisory committee to the County Board of Commissioners dealing with youth and family activities, social service activities, but also the community's ability to access resources effectively. So that's where the resource guide came about. And it's composed of about 15 members from different organizations and different sectors in the community that come together now twice a year to review the needs in the community and also provide information and resources for community people as well as agencies to better provide services in the community.
And I think as I kind of go through the community to various meetings and so forth, that it's always really impressive to me how strong that network is of all the nonprofits, the government agencies, and how they really look to kind of specialize in their own niches and not duplicate services, but make sure there are also no gaps in services. So I always find that really impressive.
Summit County is outstanding in that area. I wouldn't say unique, but certainly outstanding in that area. So
great.
Lots of collaboration.
Okay.
Which is great.
So one of the areas on SummitSource is basic needs, right? So can you talk about maybe for someone who's maybe struggling financially or something, what kinds of resources they might find on there if they log on to SummitSource?
Well, you don't have to log on. You can just go to it.
Okay.
There's no log on that you need at all. But if you want basic services, if you need them in the community, on the very front page are two of our largest providers of basic services for basic food needs, and that's the FERC and Dillon Community Church. They're right there on the very front, and you can click on a link there, and it'll take you to their website and give you their hours of operation so that you can go there. And then there's also, under the resource tab, there's basic needs, and that gives you more services. Now you're looking at public health kind of services, food stamp help, medical help, those general basic needs kinds of services. And so it's just one click, and you'll be presented with all the information on basic needs in Summit County.
Fantastic. And then a lot of this information is available in Spanish, is that right, on that site?
Yes, there is one page specifically to basic needs, and it'll say en español in the very top. And if you click on that, then the basic needs, all in Spanish, all the information is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys have recently launched an outreach campaign to let people know about SummitSource and to let them know that they should access this clearinghouse. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, we've put together basically bus signs. So signs will go out on the Summit County buses that will show SummitSource.org, people supporting people, and also in Spanish too. We're just trying to get the message out that this site is available for the community, and it's really got a lot of information in it.
It does. All right.
So I think, as Deb said, one of the things that I think is good for this summer's activities and going to the future is on SummitSource is the summer activities for kids, and Deb talked about that a little bit. But as the summer ends, we'll begin to put up that same list for the fall and for school time. So we'll be continually updating that list, but that it'll be useful to families and to parents in terms of what services and activities are available for their kids over a different period of time. Because we find that a mom may have activities for her kids on Monday, Tuesday, but she needs something on Wednesday. And so she'll find out where they can drop in and what they can do. So that's a really nice aspect of the website, and we hope that it gets used.
All right, fantastic. Well, Deb and Lee, thanks so
you.
much for being here and letting us know about this great resource. And thanks to you at home for joining us to learn too. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about falls and fire prevention for older adults. Stick with us.